So I think the biggest thing each team told us all week was, let's just handle the emotions of the pregame. Let's handle all of the lead-up. Because once that ball's kicked off, let's just rely on what's gotten us here. And I think we're in for a treat.
Set to kick off.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Off we go on EA Sports. Oh, there's a big hit right away. He is knocked down hard on the opening kickoff. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led out by the veteran of so many teams. We don't have time to tell you how many teams. Man who's got a lot of jerseys in his closet. It's Josh Johnson.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
On the ready. Ready. 60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's complete. John Bates, the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Oh, that swing out wide and intercepted. He gets free. A dive for the end zone, but he loses the football. And the Niners are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the side. Was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up fourth down. These are drive killers.
And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Bryce Huff in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
19.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
He'll try to pick it up with Krosky Merritt. And he will work this down to the 43-yard line, and that is enough for a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. A quick slant on the money to McLaurin. And he's in! Harry McLaurin, touchdown Commanders. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. From the end zone, here comes Sky Moore. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract with a 4th-year man out of Iowa State.
You ask any player that's played in the Super Bowl, Mike, and they'll tell you the hardest part is everything up until kickoff. The best part is once that ball is kicked off, it finally feels normal again, and that's what these players are going through. They've been waiting for this moment. It feels like it's taken forever, but here we go. Who's going to go out and put together the best game at the right moment and come away Super Bowl champs?
And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play.
They run once more with McCaffrey. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 14.
He'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Get set. Get set.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy, and he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, Purdy to throw. Trouble in there, caught by Kittle. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. We're going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
On 4th down, Purdy He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. They get the guard that time. Penalty on Dominic Cuny. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Here's Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40.
Ready? Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
Now, faking the give. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. It's 2nd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. This is intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
But after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Get set. Get set.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Now Purdy. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Commanders come up with the takeaway.
This one's going to be tough to see. All he has to do is just hold on to the ball, and they've got a fresh set of downs. He was past the yard to gain, but unfortunately, even though they gave up the 1st down initially, the defense was determined to get off the field one way or another, and they found a way to do just that.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll look deep here for Brooks. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now. Like, he just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They bring their tight end right up the middle. Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They've got it second down and 11. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he will go all the way. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target. And in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
Purdy and the 49ers will try to get 2 more.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
All square now at 6 aside as the ball's back in the air again. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Start the drive with Krosky Merritt. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. As his man, it's Samuel. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll pick up 23 on that one. 1st down, Washington.
On the jump.
45-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down. From 29, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, come on. Hey. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready,
On the give, Krosky Merritt. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Washington.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Let's go now. 19-18. Ready.
Out of the gun. He'll throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Lenore.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7.
It's it.
To throw, Purdy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. The Michigan man, Mikey Sainristil, getting in on the corner blitz, and he comes up with a sack. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Purdy. A throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football. And the Commanders come up with the takeaway. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you could ask for.
Yeah, across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
On is Moody to add the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Commanders will go up by 7.
Commanders 13. 49ers 6. Jake Moody to kick off.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. 49ers offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Now Purdy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
It's it.
From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. A big play here in the big game. 61 yards. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here. Till halftime. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Second down, they need 7. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to be set up with first and goal. He is down at the 6.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points. So you find yourself down here in the red zone. This is where it's critical for the quarterback, Mike, to understand he's only got 2 options. Put the ball in a spot where your guy can catch it, or in a spot where nobody can catch it. Unfortunately for them, this time ends up being the latter.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. On a scrimmage, back at the 7 for third and goal.
Get set, get set. On your team, what's up? Yellow.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That one, take it in. The one, get it. Touchdown, 49ers. Tight spaces down there, things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Commanders' offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with first and 10.
Here we go, shot. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's downfield. He's got Cynic, the tight end. And he will take this one in. 78 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Booty now for the extra point. Oh, he missed another one. Another missed extra point. 2 thus far tonight. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He fields it at the 8. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They'll start it here with a first and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. And it'll bring up second down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
He's got room past the 35. Christian McCaffrey. And he will dive into the end zone. 75 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. The return starts from the 5. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Deputy Lions.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jason Pinnock.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
1st and 10. Purdy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Rain only intensifying now as the teams have come back out. This figures to be a wet and wild second half to come.
Jake Moody to kick off.
2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. And no return here. This is a touchback. The Niners offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Tight end, the motion man to the right. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Frankie Louvu there to make the play defensively. 3rd and 7. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Finding room at midfield. A gain of 17 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. Going to be fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Commanders' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And more of the same. Another interception. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st down and goal to go.
They send the tight end in motion. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the full.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And he's into the end zone yet again. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his 3rd touchdown of the night. Purdy and the 49ers will try to get 2 more.
The 49ers will...
They'll let McCaffrey try to run it. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No 2-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Samuel, going to see what he can do. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. That's caught. It's the tight end sitting. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
That's good.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick slant on the money to McLaurin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. He's going to be third. They need one.
A 2-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Step, no street. Cougar 19. Let's go.
Krosky Merritt to run again. Will be brought down at the 37, but that is good enough for a first down.
How often do we see, Mike, in these third and short situations, there's so many bodies up near the line of scrimmage, and this back has his head down, hitting it so hard that sometimes he runs into that line, and sometimes he can come out that backside.
That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and it'll be second down.
Come on, come on. Hey, 18 Cardinal.
Run over center. That's Krosky Merritt. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 15. Good for a Commander's first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Cougar 19.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one's going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now, the officials say no. It is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
That's another Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike. We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Right back to Krosky Merritt. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense.
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, 49ers.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy, that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 2. Now an opening past the 30. And And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense headed back out, along with the guy who goes by Bill, to Corey Krosky-Merritt. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick six. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down without question. Something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He'll drop to throw. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
Second down pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Get set. Up.
They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And they'll somehow turn this into a net positive. Getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Kittle is the man in motion. On 2nd down, Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Get set. Get set. 19, 53. Stop.
To throw is Purdy. Exiting the pocket right. There's a wild throw there behind his man, thus it's incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page. Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Get set. Get set. 18.
Back to the air is Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Now, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike. And it's as simple as, if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
4th down, it's Purdy. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Jones.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Ready up.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Ready.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ready. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Heavens, Givens in for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's 3rd down.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Let's go. Let's go.
From his end zone, he'll throw it on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down. The 49ers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And now, following the desperation turnover on downs, they're going to start with it 1st and goal. And he will score again. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown San Francisco. That's it. That's the Super Bowl record. A game to remember. His 4th touchdown of the night. Pinheiro on for the extra point. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. A return coming from the 14. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at 23-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hit. Cougar 19. Steady.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
23-yard line.
Go. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Traylon Burks, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, break. Back.
Back to throw. Over the middle. He's got McLaurin. He's still on his feet. Terry McLaurin. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point.
Here we go.
And go for 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
This is fielded inside the 5. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And when we talk about momentum and trying to stop negative momentum, it's moments like this. Not only did you just give up the big score, but now, Greg, they've got to get that defense back on the field after the fumble.
Yeah, and on one sideline, you're riding high. I mean, the last 2 plays.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Just simply more of the same, and you're just not going to have a lot of success, Mike, when you're constantly starting drives with 2nd and long, 3rd and long. It's just not a good way to play offense in the NFL, and here we go again.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked up by Giamador Lenore. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong time of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you jump the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Forced out left. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
And this is what happens when you compare a really good pass rush with a really stingy secondary. Marrying the two together, not only to change his launch point, but not give the quarterback anywhere to go with the ball.
Third down. Purdy. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you would love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Ready.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now Purdy rolling to the left. He keeps it himself. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down. McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On the ground, it's McCaffrey. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
At the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
The motion man here is Bourne. On 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
Get set. Hot, hot. 18. Hot.
Now whistles here, and a penalty. Somebody moved early up front. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Now Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The Commanders' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Second down.
And they'll try to save their timeouts and use them on defense if they need it. Gets up and spikes this one. Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. That's to Trusty Merritt. Across midfield, shot out of a cannon. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 83 yards. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession. So they're still alive, but now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful.
I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed. All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here. Force them to punt the ball back and give your offense a chance to win the game.
Putting the tight end in motion. Here's McCaffrey. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
Watch out!
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. Here's Purdy. And he's going to have the 49ers first down. That'll wind up a game 11 on fourth down. Now the Commanders will use their third and final timeout, and they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. It's at first and 10. Pugs on that sideline. One final kneel down, and that will put the bow on this championship season. And there it is. They get it done in their home stadium. The San Francisco 49ers, for the sixth time, are Super Bowl champions. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle tight till the end, but ultimately, one team had a little bit more, and they are now the champions.
And as in the case in so many Super Bowls, Mike, your entire franchise, and for a lot of these players, their legacies are altered by a play here, a play there. This could have been a totally different outcome, but let's give credit to the champs. They made the plays when they needed, and that's NFL ball, and I'll tell you what, they're going to enjoy this celebration.
NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell ready to present the Lombardi Trophy to the San Francisco 49ers.
Look at my boy,
Champions.
Mr. Christian McCaffrey, holding that trophy high with NFL second and Super Bowl records. That dude's that dude, bro.
So that'll do it for another
What a game. What a game.
season of the NFL on EA Sports.
Good game,
For our
brother.
entire
Good game,
team,
bro.
with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico.
It was enjoyable. It was fun.
From Santa Clara, California.
By far, better than a college football game, I believe you. But walking back, they lose me for big better.
What have they been? I have you beaten everyone.
Really? You really want to think about that?
Had you beat on first downs, total offense. You had me beat on rushing yards. So rush.
Turnovers, I had to beat him. Top 5, plus
I
4.
had you beat in passing yards, third down conversions.
No, you didn't.
Third
Fourth,
down
okay, I had fourth down conversions. Red zone touchdowns and field goals. I had 3. I had to beat him. You can never watch out in the red zone. Oh, that's funny. Fumbles. I was plus 4. So I lost 4 fumbles. No, you lost 4 fumbles. I had you beat fucking punt return yards. Total plays I had you beat. I had you beat where it matters, looks like. That second quarter. You said you were whooping ass all the way through the second quarter. You were up 6-0 through the first quarter. I exploded in the third quarter.
Yeah, I didn't so many comebacks before.
No shit. Christian McCaffrey. Every time I've ever used San Fran, he has fucking walked the dog on you. That's my dude,
okay?
though. That's my dude. I know, I'm about to go shoot a couple games of pool. They're coming, sir. I haven't even looked at my phone all night. Oh.